the last video, we determined that by simply cutting out sugar, we can immediately begin our journey towards losing weight. Sugar is insidious in its ability to cause weight gain and goes hand in hand with the global obesity epidemic. Unfortunately, food companies are just as devious in their attempts to use sugar as an additive in almost every processed food out there. And while we discussed the majority of what to avoid when it comes to sugar, one of the biggest culprits may still be lingering somewhere in your home. Once again, the information in this video comes from the blog of Dr. Jason Fung at Intensive Dietary Management. And I encourage you to check out my other series for even more detailed information about weight gain, diabetes, and more. And I'm doing the Amazon gift card giveaway, which I will once more explain at the end of the video. So let's find those sneaky sources of sugar hiding in your refrigerator that the food companies want you to think are wholesome and healthy. That's right, the ever innocuous sugar-sweetened beverage. Listen, I grew up thinking that I was supposed to drink a glass of orange juice every day just to keep from getting sick. It took me a long time to realize which beverages are okay and which ones aren't. And heads up here, there really is no in-between. They're good for you or they aren't. Sugar-sweetened beverages are the leading source of added sugars. Now everyone open your refrigerator and see if any of these culprits are in there. Soda, sweet tea, fruit juice, fruit punch, Gatorade, Powerade, vitamin water, smoothies, shakes, lemonade, orange juice, chocolate milk, iced coffees. Sadly, our kids drink a lot of those. Hello, childhood obesity. And then there are hot beverages, cafe mocha, mochaccino, any coffee or tea with added sugar or syrup, hot cider, and for the kids, hot chocolate. Oh, and let's not forget adult beverages. Most mixed drinks have fruit juices or added syrups. Hard lemonade, wine coolers, hard cider, cider beers, Irish cream, sweet sherries, dessert wines, and liqueurs. And don't forget your frozen drinks, margaritas, daiquiris, and pina coladas. And as we discussed in the last video, trying to substitute diet or artificially sweetened drinks for sugar-sweetened drinks doesn't work either. It more often than not doesn't help you lose weight and can lead to many other problems as well, such as strokes and cancer. So, dear God, if you can't drink anything I just listed, what the hell can you drink? Well, first of all, let me qualify something here, and this applies to everything we eat and drink. We live in an era of absolute indulgence and enjoyment. Food and drink are definitely an art form, and our sense of taste is refined and challenged almost daily. But for our ancient ancestors, I'm pretty sure food was bland, and there was really only one thing to drink. So if you think of food and drink in terms of what our bodies need and how they were designed to work, then perhaps all of the information in all of these videos becomes a little more common sense. So, what did people drink 100,000 years ago? Water, water, water. Water is probably the only beverage you ever need to drink. And you actually have two options, regular or sparkling. Of course, you can add in slices of citrus, berries, coconut, or the ever popular cucumber. And there you go. See you next time. Just kidding. There are a few more things that you can drink. The origins of coffee are vague and most likely apocryphal. One legend states that the ancestors of today's Oromo people in a region of Ethiopia were the first to recognize the energizing effect of the coffee plant. The story of Kaldi, the 9th century Ethiopian goat herd who discovered coffee when he noticed how excited his goats became after eating the beans from a coffee plant, didn't appear in writing until 1671. Another legend attributes the discovery of coffee to a sheikh, Omar. According to an old chronicle, Omar was once exiled from Mocha in Yemen to a desert cave in Usab. Starving, Omar chewed berries from nearby shrubbery, but found them to be too bitter. He tried roasting the seeds to improve the flavor, but they became hard. He then tried boiling them to soften the seeds, which resulted in a fragrant brown liquid. Upon drinking the liquid, Omar was revitalized and sustained for days. Now, whether you believe the legends or not, coffee is definitely a mainstay of our modern, fast-paced lives. Many consider it to be an unhealthy habit due to the high amounts of caffeine. But recent research actually contradicts that notion. Coffee also has many beneficial components. It's a major source of antioxidants as well as magnesium and lignans. Lignans help to reduce the stress hormone cortisol. Why is that relevant to weight loss? Well, check out my video on it. As we know, obesity and type 2 diabetes are closely related, both being linked to insulin resistance. Coffee has been shown to actually lower one's risk of becoming diabetic. Even one extra cup of coffee per day can lower your risk of T2D by 7%. And 3 cups of coffee or tea daily can lower your risk by 42%. And you don't have to drink those cups fully caffeinated. Decaf shows the same protective qualities, which most likely indicates that it's the antioxidants that can account for the benefits. Feel free to add cinnamon, coconut oil, vanilla or almond extract, and of course, cream. None of these will alter the health benefits of coffee. Obviously, don't add sugar or non-nutritive sweeteners. And of course, in the summer, you can enjoy your coffee iced. The most popular myth about the origin of tea is of Shennong, the legendary emperor of China and inventor of Chinese medicine. Sometime around 2737 BC, Shennong was drinking a bowl of just boiled water due to a decree that his subjects must boil water before drinking it. A few leaves were blown from a nearby tree into his water, changing the color and taste. The emperor took a sip of the brew and was pleasantly surprised by its flavor and restorative properties. It's a beautiful story. But tea likely originated in the Yunnan region during the Shang dynasty as a medicinal drink. An early credible record of tea drinking dates to the 3rd century AD in a medical text written by Hua Tuo. Eventually, Britain began producing tea in India in order to compete with Chinese traders. Tea is second only to water as the most popular drink in the world. It comes in many varieties, but the main 3 are black, oolong, and green. Black tea leaves are harvested and then fully fermented, which gives the tea its dark color. This type of tea tends to be higher in caffeine. Oolong tea is fermented for a shorter time, making it what's known as semi-fermented. And green tea is not fermented. When the leaves are harvested, they're steamed, halting the fermentation. This gives green tea a light flavor and also lowers the caffeine content. Green tea has health properties that black and oolong do not due to large concentrations of antioxidants known as catechins. Fermentation changes these catechins into theaflavins, which have different yet beneficial effects. Also, green tea contains polyphenols, which are believed to boost metabolism and increase fat burning. Obviously, tea can be enjoyed hot or cold. There are truly endless variations for you to try. Herbal teas are infusions of herbs and spices along with other plant matter steeped in hot water. These are excellent drinks with no added sugar. They're not actually tea, as they contain no tea leaves, and so lose some of the protective qualities inherent in actual teas. Again, you can add cinnamon, mint, ginger, vanilla, or citrus peel to alter the flavor of the tea to your liking. And of course, no sugar or sweeteners. Broth has been a traditional food and drink of many cultures. Bone broth is considered one of the healthiest of these. Simmering bones for hours to days releases the minerals, gelatin, and nutrients within them. Adding in vinegar also helps to break down the bones even further and release even more minerals such as amino acids, calcium, magnesium, and phosphate. Now, for vegetarians, you can, of course, use vegetables instead of bones to make your broth. However, it won't contain the same vitamins and minerals found in bone broth. Pre-packaged broths have come a long way, and if you look hard enough, you can probably find some decent ones. Just remember that these grocery store broths will often have preservatives and MSG to increase shelf life. Canned broths definitely do not have the healthy minerals and nutrients for which we're looking, so avoid them. As always, cooking bone broth yourself at home is the best option. Isn't it with everything? Cook at home, control your ingredients, control your weight and health. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. And if you liked the video, please hit the thumbs up button, as that does help me with exposure. And as for the giveaway, every 2,500 new subscribers, I'll be giving away a $25 Amazon gift card. The next milestone is 12,500, where I'll give away 1 gift card. At 15,000, I'll give away 2. At 17,500, I'll give away 3. And at 20,000, I'll give away 4. Then we'll start over again. To enter, all you need to do is subscribe to the channel and leave a like and comment on this video. It's that simple. The next video will focus on breakfast and meal timing in general as it relates to weight loss. So be sure alerts are enabled so you don't miss it. Thanks so much for watching, and until next time, keep being a loser.